Jane Austen's Charlotte by Julia Barrett. The book is subtitled Her Fragment of a Last Novel Completed by Julia Barrett. Dedication. To J.K., who listened lovingly, long, and with impeccable ear through the whole of it. When Jane Austen died in 1817 at the age of 41 after a lingering illness thought to have been Addison's disease, she left behind the fragment of a novel that seems to mark a wholly new turn in her writing. Some decades later, her niece undertook to enlarge and complete those pages. In 1870, her nephew published a memoir in which he included some extracts, referring to the material as Sanditon, a title that remains attached to it, and it was not until 1925 that its text appeared. It is clear that Austen's story was to be told through the eyes of Charlotte Heywood, and that her subject was the southern coast of Sussex. In her own day, that region was not only a place of distinctive landscape and atmosphere, but one which could epitomize the economic forces rapidly altering her world. I have taken the liberty to continue where the writer abandoned a tale that is only at its beginning. Although completion of that story has been attempted before, it still waits to be told. This work is entitled Charlotte, after the young woman who is her implied heroine. Whether it might have been more faithful to her genius to have kept with Jane Austen's intended The Brothers must be left to the reader's judgment. Yet it is also to be considered that her niece, who had known the writer, did not herself use it, so indeterminate was the state of Austen's last effort. In these pages, Sir Edward Denham quotes the poetry of Charlotte Smith. She was a Sussex-born novelist and poet, admired by Sir Walter Scott, who wrote a brief biography of her. Jane Austen knew her work, and I have taken the liberty here of characterizing her as Emmeline Turner. Your prudent grandmammas, ye modern belles, content with Bristol, Bath, and Tunbridge Wells, when health required it, would consent to roam, else more attached to pleasure found at home. But now alike, gay widow, virgin, wife, ingenious to diversify dull life, in coaches, chaises, caravans, and hoys, fly to the coast for daily, nightly joys, and all, impatient of dry land, agree with one consent to rush into the sea. William Cooper. Retirement. Lines 515 through 524. 1782. Part 1. 1. A gentleman and lady travelling from Tunbridge towards that part...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?